Ball Hockey International Spring Teaser Tournament on the JVI Sports Network. We will have coverage for you all day. Matthew Carrick alongside Chad Asseltine right next to the Welland Canal, which is now open for business. We've had a few big ships roll by, and great venue, great site. Hopefully some great ball hockey action here, Chad.
Yeah, it should be great today. So today is our first leg of the Youth Ontario Cup, which is similar to, for those of you who watched the adult version a few weeks back, it's the first tournament in the culminating program that has 3 prelim tournaments, and which you have to win or finish second to get an invite to the final championships, which take place in August.
So a couple divisions we're going to see here today. We'll start with the Peewees. The Bantams will follow. We'll be on the air with you until 5 o'clock this afternoon. This game is the St. Kitts Snipers. They are the visitors in their yellow jerseys with the black lettering, and then the pink jerseys with black, full solid black letters is the Niagara Rampage. They will occupy the home bench for our opening game of the afternoon. 3 10-minute run time periods, stop time periods rather. And the Niagara Rampage, they've been good on face-offs all day long so far as they win the opener, and we are underway. Matthew Carrick, Chad Asseltine, and our JVI Sports Network crew. The captain right in front of us, Mason Northen, steals that away. Pinching in was Morabito. And we're going to chase the ball down the floor, though. Spencer Smith gets there first for the Snipers. Now he's in a battle with Joshua Salvi. Up to the point. That shot attempt is blocked. Brett Gregory coming in down the far wing, takes the shot down in the butterfly. Was the goaltender's second opportunity. And they score. Brody Morabito. He was the guy that got beat right here at the blue line in front of us. Get the chance the other way, hustled back, and he gets the second chance opportunity.
Yeah, it was just a good example of following up on your offensive partner as he's going in off the wing. Goalie makes a good save, but shoot far side on the goaltender here. So you see he goes up high, glove side, not able to control that rebound, defense collapse, and there's Brody to pot it.
This time they scrum the draw, and this time it's St. Kitts that's going to come away with it. It's pinned up against the boards, though. Liam Corval. And coming in, Ben Doherty, though, takes it. He looks short side, and that one goes just wide off the back cage. Play kept alive there in the corner. Matthew Gallardi for the Rampage. Brings it out of the corner, across the goal line, and then down low the goaltender there. Able to cover up and make the save. Dylan McFadden, the goaltender for the visiting Snipers. Once again, the visitors wearing their yellow jerseys today. And the pink, Niagara Rampage, the home team. The official making sure the players are the correct side of the hash marks for the face-off, and it is dropped. And again, I'm not sure that I've seen the Rampage lose one yet today. We were watching their earlier game during our setup, and pretty good on that dot. Quick shot there. Looked like didn't fool the goaltender, but it was a quick release by Gallardi again, and this time the glove saved by McFadden.
So the Niagara Rampage are a travel ball hockey tournament put together by Anthony Pupo. They host tryouts. A lot of the kids come from Niagara Falls, Welland, St. Catharines, so they really are a regional team, and they are going to be representing BHi Welland at the provincial championships this year.
Another face-off win, this time Hunter Zaccoli. And that ball comes out over the red line, so St. Kitts will try and dump it out over center again, but it ends up in their own bench, so we'll have a face-off in the sniper zone. We'll come to the right of Dylan McFadden. Not a whole ton of action so far in the Rampage zone, as it's all been to our right. 8:22 remains in the opening period. First of 3 10-minutes that will play here this afternoon in the Peewee division. And once again, the Bantams will follow. We've got, I believe, 4 games, maybe 5 here on the schedule this afternoon. If you're joining us live on the JVI Sports Network, that one tipped in front, and again, McFadden going down and gloving that and hanging on. Snipers goaltender really slowing the pace down. A lot of face-offs. This one, St. Kitts does win it away from Zaccoli. But some work along the boards. They get it up to the point for Coroval. That one off a stick in front. Trying to cover up was McFadden, and it rolls into the corner. On the wall now. Taken out by St. Kitts. Zaccoli and Bryson Ezery tried to tie it up on the near boards right in front of us. It's stolen by St. Kitts. They'll get their first good scoring opportunity. Up to the point, it rolls off the stick of Jordan Marconi, though. And immediately on it, Matthew Gallardi. Gallardi streaking down the left wing again from center. That shot right into the midsection of the official. And some chuckles down there on the floor, but that doesn't feel nice. Ball off a couple sticks. It's just going to be a lifted shot there. Marcus Harris from outside the blue line lifts it in on net.
So I think we're going to see that St. Catharines is going to rely quite a bit on Spencer Smith today. He's one of the players that really matches the height of the Rampage. We could see he had some nice ball control there and a good shot, which Marcus Lagerstrom, the referee, could probably attest to.
We've got 15 players listed on our roster for the Niagara Rampage, just 11 for St. Kitts in this tournament today, so definitely a personnel advantage for the Rampage as well. That one through the legs of the defender. It turns into a 3-on-2 for the Rampage. From the face-off dot, the one-timer in front, diving through. What a save. Dylan McFadden going to his right, gets the blocker on it, but it's still on the stick of the Rampage. Ben Doherty puts the brakes on in the corner, tries to center, nobody home. So the Snipers will get it, lifting it down the floor. It hops over the skip of Sean Synan. And that caused the icing to be waved off. At the blue line, skipped over the Rampage sticks. Sammy Lockyer in front, tipped ahead. A nice pass there by Doherty. That's Ben Doherty getting it to the far side. Jacob Doherty leaves it for Ben. Ben in the corner, in front, Liam again, that one up high. They've caught the goaltender in the face mask. McFadden doing a tremendous job here so far in the opening period. Down in front of us again. Owen Day trying to work himself on a breakaway. Looks like he's got it. Nice back check there from Mason Northen, which steered the ball into the corner. Point man is open here. But it looks like he's high stick.
That was blown down for a calling for the pass. In BHi rules, if you raise the stick above your shoulders, calling for a pass, even though you're open, it is going to be blown dead.
Watch this save. Dylan McFadden going to his right. Gets the blocker down. The glove was there as well. Very, very early candidate for the best save we're going to see all day.
That was a big effort save, I would have to say.
Jordan Schanbacher chasing this down for St. Kitts. Stopping on the ball though. Bryson Essery. A wraparound attempt by Steinbacher. They're going to call that one in. St. Kitts or Niagara, neither of them really sure what happened there. The official was all over it, saying it did sneak behind the goaltender who did freeze, wasn't sure where it was. We'll get another look.
Good pressure on that forecheck, just able to win it. It looks like he snuck a 5-hole. The referee was right there on the goal line, was able to point, so it was delayed, so it must have been moving in there.
Brett Gregory trying to get it back down the far side, dropping to try and block that shot, and getting up a little slowly was the Snipers defender. The transition, trying to bring it out though. Went off Morabito, the defenders had touched up, so Moskal will come in. And another glove save of the easier variety there for McFadden. Off Nolan Moskal coming down the right wing. Face off now will come to the left of Dylan McFadden. 4:41 to go. We're tied up in the opening period. Morabito, the face-off dot now, and whole ton of confusion for St. Kitts as they're trying to get the correct line and the correct placement of players out there. Morabito and his counterpart slash at that ball. It's going to be Moskal on the wall playing for it. Brought out by St. Kitts. Nice job by Sammy Lockyer. He's going to dump it into the corner. His line mates give chase. Now Lockyer takes up a spot in front of the net. Caleb Lockyer now trying to get it for Sammy. And it's just out of his reach. The goaltender will dump it in the corner. Sammy Lockyer, the first one there. Bryson Essery. Essery loses that battle as they get it back for Caleb Lockyer. Lockyer down in the corner. Backhand pass. They cycle behind the net. Trying to center for like Sammy Lockyer out in front. Goaltender down. Gets the mitt on it. And he'll hold play.
Feels like Mr. Mo has switched a little here. St. Kitts now able to cycle in the Rampage zone. And that was a nice opportunity that was set up in front.
Yeah, some good cycling to get it down low, and then the centering pass. I mean, Sammy Lockyer spent that whole shift pretty much right in front and wide open in front. There's a quick chance. Looked like the clearing pass from the Rampage captain. Got tangled up in front of his goaltender, had to make a quick save. Out front, they've got point blank, another glove save. This time, Ben Doherty coming off his stick. Hunter Zaccoli in front as well, chasing the puck. Matthew Gallardi as the ball squirts free. Mason Northen, he can't catch up, is a 3 on almost nobody there. The goaltender just going to hang on to that. So with 3:20 to go, we're still 1 goal apiece. And the face-off coming now to the left of the Rampage netminder. Ball bouncing around there. Hunter Zaccoli gets the stick on it. Sends it back behind his own net. Mason Northern. Looked like he got there first. And now a turnover in the neutral zone. Marcus Harris has it stripped. Harris could get it back here. No. Zaccoli thought of going for a run, but a nice job by the defender. Here's Harris. Gets it over to Jordan Schanbacher's shot. Save there. Another glove save by the goaltender.
St. Kitts really looks to be spreading the Rampage defense out along the blue line. They're coming in with either 3-on-2. We have actually seen a 3-on-1, and they're just looking to make that little chip lateral pass to get the breakaways. Watch to see if that comes as we continue on in this game.
Another face-off finds its way onto the stick of the Rampage player, and the official's arm goes up for the icing call, but Jacob Doherty is there. In front, Mark LeMay, his shot was blocked by the defender, and immediately on it is Ben Doherty. In behind the net, it's bouncing out in front of the goaltender. McFadden was down, and it's going to roll harmlessly into the corner off a stick. Doherty again. 2 Dohertys collide. Looking for the loose ball. And Owen Lockyer gets it to his partner. A nice piece of stick work there. Looked like Caleb Lockyer to get it out, but not past Sean Synan. And way out of the crease to cover up. With extended pressure now from Niagara is McFadden to cover that one. So another face-off to the left of Dylan McFadden. This time, Ben Doherty will step in and they'll match his size with the aforementioned Spencer Smith. Minute 58 to go in the period, as the clock says, the one we've got here in the building. Minute 51 as it continues to tick down, tied up 1 goal apiece. Spencer Smith gets it behind the net, tried the centering pass, and Schonbacher up top. He wasn't calling for it this time, tapping the stick on the floor, as St. Kitts has already got called for that earlier in the game. Centering pass shot into the legs of Spencer Smith. Up at center, Jordan Marconi just dumps it in. Tie up along the boards here, trying to break out is Ben Doherty. Gets it on his stick, and Spencer Smith. Couple nice dekes, still gets it back to his backhand, in all alone and stoned as we're in the final minute of play. What a rush from Smith, what a save by the netminder. Into the corner, Sean Synan pulls it out of the scrum for Ben Doherty. He lifted it onto the half boards, and that one just rolling away from Marcus Harris. From the face-off dot, there's a quick shot with 30 seconds to go. Here's Jacob Doherty. Down the far side, they do clear center. And we're in the final 20 seconds as St. Kitts gets their final change in. Ben Doherty tries to pass to his line mate, but streaking off the bench. St. Kitts now with a chance from midair. They call that stick low enough. The goaltender was down. And a quick glove getting in the way. 6.6 on the clock. The face-off will come on the far face-off dot. There it is. It's won by St. Kitts, and stoppage here.
The ball didn't touch the ground before the draw was won.
One clean in midair by Dawson Abrahams. And Abrahams gets waved out. Quick flinch there from Ben Doherty, and he did win it, won it straight forward up above his own bench. 3.5 now to go for one quick opportunity for whoever wins the draw, and it's one to the open side, and it looked like Niagara controlled all the momentum early, but as that period progressed, St. Kitts was able to even the score. 1-1 after the first period. We'll be back. The Spring Teaser Tournament, Ball Hockey International in the Peewee Division.
Learning College has identified the gap between education and the stressors of the working world. We develop customized programs for each student at an affordable cost. Students can choose from over 30 diploma and certificate programs offered at any of Academy of Learning College's 17 Ontario-based locations. Simply a better way to learn. Learn more at academyoflearning.com.
Teams have switched sides here. The home side, the Niagara Rampage, now going right to left and immediately down on Dylan McFadden. He saw a lot of action in the net to our right in the first, but now pink and black jerseys of the home Niagara Rampage bear down on him, and the yellow sweatered St. Kitts Snipers. They'll go left to right, but
looks like a glove pass is called in the offensive zone on the Rampage here. Yeah, you really have to say that Dylan McFadden was a big catalyst in keeping his team in this game. Now he's actually swung the momentum all the way to the other side.
And that goal that snuck through definitely helped. This pass sneaking through the legs of Owen Day. It goes deep into Niagara's zone. And they'll turn it over now as Moskal right under us. off the leg of Abrahams, and he comes up a little bit limp as Owen Lockyer takes over. Brings it all the way to the half boards. Bryson Essery, his shot stopped in front, and the blocker gets up to send that one into the corner. Another scramble on the boards there. Comes back to the point, lifted over the defender, Marcus Harris. Now he goes after Moscow. Sammy Lockyer, as he sneaks through the middle. He had a man in front. Still trying to get sticks on it are St. Kitts. And they are all over Niagara here in the opening couple minutes of this second period.
Although they're putting the pressure on, be careful. There was 3 pink jerseys behind them, and they didn't have control of that ball. So let's watch to see if something springs out the other side, if they get too aggressive.
Dawson Abrahams was all alone in front. Now Moscow picks him up. The battle for the ball is in the corner. Calling for it, Sammy Lockyer. Just going to backhand it into the corner. Dawson Abrahams gives chase. Owen Lockyer, the first man there. And again, it is an odd man rush. 3-on-2. They're going to spring. Coming out, way out of net. Oh, the stick save from McFadden. In all alone was Brody Morabito. And he gets robbed by the shaft of the stick, and then the ball bounces over the stick of Brett Gregory. McFadden putting on a show in the Peewee division. Here's Nolan Moskal.
This Sammy Lockyer's really impressed me. He is maybe the smallest kid out there, but he does not lose a battle.
Another loose ball in on the boards, and Sammy Lockyer gets his stick in there again. This time he's on Morabito, who was just robbed by McFadden. And in the corner, I think, is it Niagara who's going to go for body contact. Bit of a discussion down there with the official as they go off too, but
I think I saw a head shake of, yeah, I agree. But really going into the corner here, uses the body, is able to, sorry, we're going to go back and see that save.
Yeah, why wouldn't we? Look at this. From Dylan McFadden, goes with the ball. I think the stick's in the right spot, but I think it's because he put it there, not necessarily because he shot it onto the stick.
I agree with you. I saw when McFadden started coming out, you have to hold your breath and say, maybe that's not the right decision, but you know what? He was able to scramble and make up for it.
So all the pressure of St. Kitts ends up in a power play, our first penalty of the game against Niagara. Once again, they are the home club wearing their pink jerseys. And the visiting bench occupied by the St. Kitts Snipers in their yellows. In the corner, Hunter Zaccoli. He's just going to send it down the floor. Spencer Smith giving chase. Matthew Gallardi was there for the forecheck. And St. Kitts playing it off the wall to get it back. That one up close to the timekeeper's box. Off the stick of Sean Synan. And 1:18 remaining in the power play for St. Kitts. They'll keep their first power play unit out there. Zaccoli to the face-off for Niagara. It's one Spencer Smith from the blue line. Goes 5-hole. What a shot to give St. Kitts the lead.
I have to say it's a good bit of coaching. They put him back to the blue line on the power play, and we see why.
Well, you talked about him for St. Kitts. You said he was one of their offensive leaders. He gets the second goal of the game, and this is just a pure snipe.
Good draw, good clean draw, right back to him. You couldn't have put that on a nicer spot, laid it on the tee, and he did the rest.
Smith remains on the floor, wins another face-off there, and this time trying to dump it in. He sent it in for an icing, so face-off will go all the way down to the right of Dylan McFadden, who after that stick save, he's had about 3 minutes off here.
Yeah, that the power play came about right after that, and he's earned his rest. I have a feeling it's not going to stay for long.
Zaccoli won the faceoff, took it himself, and was bearing down. Now there's a race here. Essery in on it. Goaltender comes out looking to smother, can't. And it's played off to the boards by Ben Doherty. Pardon me, it's Owen Warren. This shot still loose in front of the goaltender, drops low. And another chance now as Owen Lockyer takes over in the corner. Stolen away by Niagara though. Partial breakaway. Now Gillardi's going to go in all alone. Going with him again is McFadden. This time tripping up the Niagara player. No call from the official. As Owen Warren still has it spinning. Back for it again. Looking above McFadden as he's been going low. Nice adjustment by Zaccoli. Just misses over top of the crossbar. Over top of the blue line for Essery. Right on that was Owen Lockyer. He was trying to spring Owen Day, but they get it in front. This one off the blocker of McFadden, and again, he covers up the pipe. And it's taken in behind the net, Matthew Gillardi. Gillardi trying to walk out with the wraparound. They leave for the blast, and all the play in front of McFadden. It's an outside shot. You can see Mason Northern calling for that shot, and he waved off the attacker. He wanted that one, and maybe that's how you beat McFadden today. First, we'll check out the goalmouth scramble. You can see the ball is still loose. And this will be the goal, starting with the...
That's McFadden making that save as he dove across earlier in the play. And here we have the goal.
Waving off the attacker coming up to the blue line. You can see that outside shot. They saw Spencer Smith score like that earlier on. We're in the second half of the second period now. As trying to feed it out in front. We're the Snipers. They will now start the cycle game. Cameron Eek. Spencer Smith getting warned for calling for the pass, and he's going to set up his defensive position on the blue line, and Eek chasing that down, gets Zaccoli, goes around him though. Rolls off the stick of Zaccoli right at the last second. Eek may have got a piece of that. Here's Northern. Hitting it in, walking over the face-off dot. Spinning shot by Gillardi. And McFadden not sure where it is. It's in on the post. A couple players jabbing at it. Owen Warren was right there, so was the official. And he rules that Dylan McFadden had it. And hangs on. 4:06 to go in the period.
St. Kitts is really going to have to watch that defensive structure that they're playing with right now. They're looking so offensively to help from the defensive side of things that they're really getting out of position when those little bounces, little clears come out. We're seeing it. There's a stretch pass up the middle that's just open because these guys are being so aggressive from a defensive standpoint to come up and help offensively that they're leaving themselves susceptible to the high-quality chance that we're seeing Niagara get.
So for the St. Kitts Snipers, line change comes, 5 players go off, 5 players come on. The entire bench changes hands as they've only got 10 runners. And then the 11th, of course, Dylan McFadden. There's our social media information. BHi St Catharines, and of course us at JVI Video. As we're here for a ball hockey this afternoon. Those of us who have been following us at the JVI Sports Network, a lot of good comments about our Canadian Lacrosse League lacrosse coverage this season. We thank you all for tuning in for that, and shift our attention now. I want to say indoors, but it's a little too chilly to be indoors, I think, here in St. Catharines. Jacob Doherty chasing the ball in the corner, continues the cycle with Ben Doherty as those two have been doing all day. Up for Salvi. Joshua Salvi trying to get it deep. It was kept up at the top of the face-off circle. In front for Doherty. His shot, first one saved. McFadden to his right again. And this developing story of Dylan McFadden here in this opening game as he stones Jacob Doherty now twice.
And he's not just doing it by reaching out and scrambling across. I mean, there he was down in the butterfly, popped back up, right back down in the butterfly to make the save and corral the rebound. He's doing it with technique. He's a smaller goaltender, which we saw in the second goal. When there is a scramble, it comes out. He's got to be able to challenge and get out there. So that's the only drawback that he's going to find that I see right now, because he's playing with a lot of great technique here.
And he's keeping his team in it. Still tied at 2. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Turnover at the blue line as St. Kitts comes in with 3 forwards. Going deep though, Sean Simon, the first one there. Cycles up looking for Brett Gregory. He chips it past the defender, but Spencer Smith is able to get it deep. Simon again. The defense of the two teams trying to play catch here as Simon looks to take Abrams into the boards. Abrams digging for it again as he's tied up. Smith looked like he was pinching into the blue line, and that allowed 2 Rampage members to sneak out. And it's Smith who gets back below his own goal line to stop the clearing attempt. And then overruns the ball, reaches back, and saves another chance. Turns into an offensive opportunity just wide there on the shot, coming from Cameron Eek. Signing again. In front, they have 2 players. And that one just rolling away from Marcus Harris. Out in front, Moskal got in behind Smith, and Moskal will get behind McFadden here. Smith goes after him, and he's going to backhand dump it all the way down the floor, and it'll go for icing.
For those of you who are new to the BHi rules, a couple things that just came up in that play that I thought I'd let you know. Icing is back blue line. So as soon as you gain your blue line as a defensive player, you can put it down fully down the floor and it not be icing. It's not the red line as you would find in ice hockey or an indoor ball hockey league. And then the other thing is our floating blue line. So once you gain possession past the blue line, you now have back to the red line. So the red line becomes the offensive zone or defensive zone, depending on which team you're looking at perspective.
Face-off controlled by St. Kitts. They'll backhand it out over that red line, and then from the blue line, lift it over. Here comes St. Kitts.
So that leads me in nicely. After they had originally gained zone, so St. Kitts gained the blue line, had zone. Rampage were able to clear it back out past the red line, which then means that St. Kitts has to tag back up to the blue line. One of the left winger had continued in because it was a close play at the red line, resulted in offside. So you do have to come back to the blue line to tag up once it's cleared the red.
Tie up in front of us. Owen Bay is there, reaches for it, trying to get away from Owen Warren of the Rampage. Again, the visiting side, St. Kitts Snipers in the yellow jerseys, going left to right here in the middle frame. And as they turn it over, the home side Rampage obviously going right to left. Corriveau is back. Liam Corriveau sends it to the wall in front of the Snipers bench. No one can really get a stick on it. And then Fanning on the shot. This is going to result in a 2-on-1. And top corner, Hunter Zakoli's tried that a couple times, and finally he finds the distance to get it over McFadden. A great game for Sammy Lockyer, but unfortunately he finds himself the last defender back on the 2-on-1. And McFadden's been going down all day, and we've seen them trying to adjust the shot. And finally Zakoli does and gets it over the left shoulder.
Yeah, that was a really well-placed shot. I mean, he was going right above the shoulder, and McFadden just wasn't able to get his glove there. It's that tricky spot. He's just at that height, at that age, where that spot still goes in the net.
Corriveau and Spencer Smith chase after the face-off. It rolls into the corner. Smith comes out with it, tries to rip another shot. This one from the face-off dot. 3-2 lead for the Rampage. 10 seconds remain in the second period, and it's just going to be lifted outside. Kept at the blue line, though, by the Snipers. They get it in on goal, and right in there, the horn about to sound, and it does go as Spencer Smith touches up, but it still remains a 1-goal lead for the Niagara Rampage as we head to the final frame. Ball Hockey International Spring Teaser Tournament in the Youth Division on the JVI Sports Network. We'll be with you all day. We'll take a quick time out here and be back with the third period.
Canada is the leader in the fire alarm monitoring industry, specializing in the early notification of fire alarm signals to the fire department. Our experienced customer service staff will work closely with you to develop the best solution for your specific monitoring needs, and our CFAA certified technicians are qualified to perform your installation quickly and efficiently. Be sure to choose Fire Monitoring of Canada because saving time saves lives. Visit us at fire-monitoring.com.
Troy Van Gool of the Niagara Rampage. He takes up the cage to our left as the face-off goes down in on him. Bounces off the pad, though. Wasn't sure where it was. Spencer Smith back there. And, of course, the story of the game so far, Dylan McFadden. He's still in net for the Snipers. That one rolls wide. And I think if that's Spencer Smith, he reaches around the goaltender and puts that in. But just the short stick in front, Marcus Harris. Yes, not quite enough reach. And St. Kitts is going to be called here for calling for the pass. Cameron Eek up top. They'll bring the face-off outside, but another good chance for St. Kitts. As they got inside on, looked like the backhand chance.
Yeah, I think if Harris looks at that one more time, I think he wants to take one extra step, but to get around Van Gool. But Van Gool, being the bigger goaltender, is able to reach and prevent that chance.
Face-off will be right in front of us. Ben Doherty wins it again, and it's dumped by LeMay in on McFadden as he makes his first save of this third period. Doherty in front. McFadden was down, protecting against the wraparound, and a quick shot there by Jacob Doherty. Just had it roll over his stick. And an offside call as Sammy Lockyer had thoughts of going in on goal against Van Gool.
He was streaking. They've had a few times here, St. Kitts, where I would say you don't want to be so aggressive coming up, but that was a really good opportunity to force the play. It was open on the left side, just couldn't get that pass through clean, which caused the offside.
The third Lockyer on the line, Owen, gets to the blue line and steals it away, feeding out in front for Dawson Abrahams. One comes down, of course, Matthew Carrick. Chad Asseltine will be in for the majority of this afternoon, a Saturday afternoon here in mid-April with our JVI Sports Network crew. Minute and a half into this third period, a good back-and-forth game. It looked like it was going to be all Rampage early, but Dylan McFadden there to stop the door. A couple breakaways, some good plays going cross crease, and that got St. Kitts back into it. It's gone back and forth. A late goal in the period for the Rampage on an outside shot. Puts them in the lead, and yeah, that's a good call for McFadden.
Once again, St. Kitts has to be careful. They have to recognize this. So if you're the far defender and your defense partner has pinched on the near side where ball is, you've got to come more to the middle. And what's happening is they're still staying to their side. And it's really providing that easy out up the middle or even near side if it beats their pinching defense partner.
That time it sprung two Niagara forwards, and McFadden recognized and covered up. Spencer Smith, the defender, he's going to try and take it himself. Gets on his correct side, rips the shot, and another one 5-hole behind Troy Van Gool, and that ties it up. And you called this one early. Spencer Smith, a force for the Snipers. He does just that for the second time today.
Well, just look at the big strides. He's able to get up the floor really quickly. Now I have to see this replay again because I have a feeling he was going glove side high, but that ended up going 5-hole, which might have crossed up the goaltender.
That's where Van Gool looks. Defender yourself. I think you know what that shot looks like more than I do.
Yeah.
Here's Smith down in the corner giving chase. Brett Gregory. Smith puts the brakes on and allows him to go behind his own net as Gregory couldn't go with him.
That was a great exit out of that zone. Make a little space for yourself and find your flying winger.
It was just out of reach of the winger, and Van Gool saw a lot of yellow bearing down on him, so he elects to smother it, and the face-off will come to his left. We are tied right now, and today, if that ends like that as we're round robin, we will end in a tie, but tomorrow, perhaps a bit of a different story when we cover our championship rounds.
It is. So today would stay in as a 1-point tie for the round robin, and seeding is based on points after your round robin. Tomorrow, obviously, as we get into the elimination games, you need to have a winner. So we would play 5 minutes of overtime, 5-on-5, plus a shootout to determine the winner.
They've got just outside of 7 minutes to decide who's going to take this one before we have to worry about that. Sammy Lockyer, a strong start to this game, fanned on the initial attempt. And then second effort for Dawson Abrams. That one a close attempt and goes into the corner. Abrahams behind the net of Van Gool, trying to lift it over the stick of Nolan Moskal. St. Kitts all over this ball, and again, Morabito up top. The forwards split themselves to, I was going to say get themselves on their correct sides, but Gregory, also a left-handed shot. He took up center position. Synan in with Abrahams. It's Abrahams who's going to win the battle, and getting to his correct shooting spot. That one looked like it went off the face mask, and we've got a cross-checking penalty coming here. And it looks like Morabito, so there's been 2 penalties called in this game. Both of them have gone against Niagara, and it was a power play goal by Spencer Smith that gave them their first lead.
And it was really, actually no, it wasn't early in the power play, but it came off a draw, so we'll see what happens here.
Smith is in front of the Rampage bench. It goes back to him again. Loads up the shot, and that didn't miss by much to the glove side. Marcus Harris gets it around, and his centering shot looked like it may have bounced off something and fooled Van Gool. And just like that, 2 for 2 on the power play gives the lead to St. Kitts again.
Just looks like a good ball battle. Finds a player right in front. Unfortunately, sticks weren't quite where they wanted them to be for Rampage. They allowed that cross-crease pass. Not much Van Gool can do, and this cross-crease pass on a power play, that typically spells goal.
Smith looking to release Marcus Harris. Nice job there by Liam Corvo to block out Harris, getting in front to allow Van Gool to cover up as he missed on the first attempt. Niagara's dominated pretty much every aspect of the game except in the crease and on the wall. And the loose ball battle won there by St. Kitts turns into a goal. And we've had about 3 or 4 saved by McFadden that looked like sure scores. And St. Kitts calling for a pass again. So the face-off will go deep on McFadden. This time I believe they've got Cameron Eek.
So again, that isn't a penalty, it's a loss. The play gets blown dead, and the advantage goes to the non-offending team.
Here's Gallardi sliding through. He's Looked like a bit of a coincidental bump, which put him on the floor. He's arguing for a call. Not upcoming, though, as Abrahams comes in over the blue line. Some nifty stick handling moves. They were trying to find Sammy Lockyer, who had posted up in front. Now a 3-on-2 developing here for Niagara. An active stick from Abrahams. Gets it into the corner. But a bouncing ball there. Gets back for Abrahams, though. He goes one-on-one with Owen Warren. And Warren's going to dump it into the corner. Looking for it, Caleb Lockyer. Abrahams again, a great offensive shift for him. As it comes up, Northen gets the stick there to get it away from Lockyer. First man behind the net was Owen Warren, but it's returned, and Bryson Essery. He gets there again. A lot of forechecking now for St. Kitts as they try and protect this 1-goal lead. The best way to do that is keep the ball in the attacking zone. Essery chases the ball carrier into the corner. And as it comes out, nice defensive play there by Caleb Lockyer, but Niagara is going to get out. Abrahams,
Great back check.
Leans on Northern and is able to distract him enough to shoot it right onto his stick. One forward up, try to find him, and Niagara just going to kick it onto the sideboards here by Zaccoli, running out of space as Caleb Lockyer's there. Lockyer forces Zaccoli the long way around. He meets Abrahams as he comes out. Lockyer again, feeds it through. That one through the 5-hole. The first mistake of the day we see from McFadden. As the 5-hole opened up, he did get the glove down behind him, and that one trickles back. And McFadden, we saw him make save after save after save. Play hasn't been near him for about 4 or 5 minutes. I think he just gets caught off here.
Really appeared to be a bit of a bouncing ball the whole way through, and ended up finding, just settling down finally on the Rampage stick.
It does hit off the defender in front and changes direction a little bit. Doherty comes in after Rampage win yet another face-off, and that one, we're looking top corner again, and it goes high. Creates an opportunity for Spencer Smith. They've got to hold the zone. Allow Smith to get back up in the delayed offside as the ball gets into the corner. Trying to get away from Joshua Salvi is the Snipers forward, and Spencer Smith, look at the stick handling here to steal it away. The outside shot, hat trick. 3:08 to go in regulation, and Spencer Smith, his third of the game, and not a whole ton of room to get that shot away, but Coach celebrates with the hat on the floor.
Sometimes you forget just how young these guys are, especially when you watch them pull off moves like that. Those are some toe drags that the guys in the men's division, the higher end division, they would be happy to be able to pull off.
I was going to say, I've never seen you do that.
No, chip off, be safe.
Out in front, St. Kitts looking for more, and backhander upstairs. Let's make it 6-4 for the Snipers. And I think Niagara is going to use their timeout here, as all the energy in this building is favoring the St. Kitts Snipers. Van Gool goes down to make the initial one-time save that didn't come. Pass gets returned, and then with Van Gool out of position, what a nice job in the finish to get it upstairs.
These aren't plays that Van Gool really has a chance on. He's going at the ball, defender's backdoor, really that offside defender has to take that backdoor player away to help his goaltender out. But you're going to see these mistakes. It is the Peewee division.
The ensuing face-off didn't touch the ground, so they'll do it again with Abrahams waved out. And now a 2-goal lead to be protected here for the Snipers. They hope to knock off the Niagara Rampage. We were talking tiebreaker scenarios a few minutes ago, but what a different game after just a couple minutes. We've had 3 goals quickly by St. Kitts, and
there's still a lot of time in ball hockey.
To match 1 for Niagara. Caleb Lockyer tries to lift it up, and that one off the glove of Van Gool. Gets down to the left for Bryson Essery. Essery behind his own net. And Sammy Lockyer. He's been a spark plug here as the ball still loose as Gregory falls on top. Abrahams, though, gets around Doherty. Bit of a slap at him, and that one goes off the paddle of Van Gool, who fell. Abrahams, Van Gool down again, and he's just going to smother up to the side of the net.
You can hear the St. Kitts coaching staff pleading with their kids to get back. They're really smelling the blood in the water right now, and the defenders are pinching up, but that's the last thing St. Kitts needs at this point.
Well, that's been the story all game, and I guess to St. Kitts' credit, they've got their sticks in the passing lanes just so they couldn't release those guys who are back.
They haven't allowed many clear breaks considering the pressure that they've been putting on.
Another face-off win by Niagara, though, and backhanded back in by St. Kitts. Marconi will just be content to keep it deep in the attacking zone. Rampage trying to bring it out. Marconi spins, gets behind him on the stick of Gallardi. A nice cutback move, and McFadden sees that one all the way and makes a glove save. the attitude flip.
A little cheeky.
Yeah, he's earned that today in his first 2 periods, has Dylan McFadden. Face-off comes to his left now, and it's past 3 or 4 Niagara sticks. This is going to be a breakaway here for Marcus Harris, and what a job by Ben Doherty to get back alongside Brody Morabito. Morabito gets into the corner. They win that battle, and Spencer Smith has got to keep it on the correct side of center line, and initially did. And swinging wildly for it. Looked like he made contact. Morabito comes over to say hi to Spencer Smith after that wild stab. Morabito gloves it ahead. Trail official saw it. Although he was expecting the lead official to call that one down, but they do get the call correct.
That's why they're a team.
54.6 in the third period. A 2-goal lead for the St. Kitts Snipers, led by a hat trick from Spencer Smith and some great goaltending early on from Dylan McFadden. And this will be the glove pass from Morabito. You can see him climb the ladder to bat that one through, and actually takes away a 3-on-1 offensive set. Got it in front. Here's Abrahams. Rolls off his stick, and then the official says coincidental contact. So nothing coming as Abrahams picks up the pieces. Here's McFadden. He drops down low as it rattles around, and Gregory, I think he got a little too close to McFadden there, so a couple shots exchanged. And it looks like they're getting ready to pull Troy Van Gool for the extra man. Oh, shot off the pipe. It did get in behind McFadden. Here's Northern.
He did not see that shot come in.
Gregory stands up his man, and now the arm goes high. Northern, St. Catharines player is down. Abrahams looks like he's holding the hip, and Morabito, he's been fired up after that errant slap shot from Spencer Smith. Morabito is going to go off here. 18.5 on the clock remaining in the third period. Morabito will sit for 2. Didn't quite see the call, perhaps body contact. There was a lot going on the floor as well.
It was a body that he ended up signaling. Probably could have been number 81 there, actually, Northern Mason, Mason Northern, who laid the hit, but the two Rampage there. The referee took Morabito.
Ball dumped deep into the zone, and this should do it. As they stream off the Snipers bench and immediately congratulate Dylan McFadden. The victory for the St. Kitts Snipers, make it 6-4 officially over the Niagara Rampage. Of course, game one of our afternoon coverage. Stay with us on the JVI Sports Network. Bantam Division action coming up at the BHi Spring Teaser. Stay with us. We will go off the air, but we'll be back in about 5 minutes' time.